marriage can hit you.
Totisa nawe.
Neda.
And there are certain gender roles that we should stick to in society. That a man is meant to do A, B, C, D, and either a woman I'm called to do A, B, C, D.
The roles that we have biblically
Yes.
are kind of different from the roles that society is demanding.
Gender.
We are helpers. You cannot help someone you're not better than. You must be
At a higher level.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this side, it is the opposite. The women, they
They
are
are the
low.
ones who need help.
Exactly.
Yes.
How are you going now to help someone who is better than you? So it goes back to a woman.
The comparison culture. Hey, my man is taking me to Dubai. Work to tell. That kind of notion.
When you come to marriage in 14 years, it is no longer those feelings.
They fade.
Seriously. You've been there, you've seen it all.
Yeah.
Now there's nothing new. So it is no longer love at that level, that feelings
Yeah.
love. It has to be the godly love now.
That sustains the marriage.
Exactly.
Which is what majority of women do not know. I recently came across 2 articles in the Monitor publication that were quite striking. One of them said that the divorce rate in Uganda has risen by 300% in the last 40 years. And another said that 80% of divorce cases in Uganda are filed by women. Very heartbreaking, isn't it? Now, this really begs the question. We live in an age that is flooded with information on TikTok, Instagram, etc., in relation to how we can make our marriages work. But the question is, with the flood of information, why is it then that marriages are still failing at an increasing rate? Could it be that we are missing some foundational principles that are key to holding our marriages and our relationships together? In this episode, we host 2 lovely married women, Mrs. Deborah Mukisa and Mrs. Liz Kayitana from Build Wives, a growing network of women that are focused on building strong, godly marriages. Welcome, Mrs. Mukisa, and welcome, Mrs. Kayitana.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Deborah and Liz, it's quite striking, the statistics that we see in the newspapers in relation to the divorce cases. Yeah, like I said, we have a lot of information that's available to us as individuals in relation to how we can keep our marriages strong, our relationships strong. But let's stick to marriages for this conversation. And yet the divorce rate is increasing. So quite clearly, there's something that is not right. Right? There's a lot of things that we are doing wrong.
Yes.
Now, before we get into discussing what we women can do, and again, in this conversation, we're going to focus on just the women. Yeah, what we can do as women to improve our relationships and make sure that they're stronger. I'd love for us to start from the ground up. Where is the problem? Because 300% in the last 40 years is crazy. What's happening today? I'll start with you, Deborah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Like you said, we are from Build Wives.
Yes.
The word itself explains it. Because initially, we also went through so much. Like we told you, me, I'm 14 years in marriage.
14 years in marriage. And Liz, you're 10
I'm
years.
10. Yeah.
Those are not few. Yes.
With so much experience in those years. So we went through so much, me personally.
Yeah.
That at a certain level, I sat myself down and I'm like, no, there is something that is not adding in the system. And surely there is.
So what got you to that place? Were there things you thought you were doing right?
Everything. I was doing everything that I was told to do.
Yes.
You know, when we are going to get married, they give you so much counseling here and there. Do this, do the do's and don'ts.
Many.
So when you get there, each time you face a scenario, you go back to the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Okay, have I done a do or a don't? And you mark yourself.
Yes.
You're like, okay, I have done it all.
Too many do's.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
at that moment when you're like, I have done everything I was told to do right.
Yeah.
But things are not adding. I am not getting the results
Yeah.
that I was meant to get.
Yeah.
So in that confusion, of course, so much went on. 14 years is so much. So, so much went on.
Yeah.
But I really came to a conclusion that it is a woman who builds. It is a woman.
It's the woman who builds the marriage.
Seriously. Biblically.
Okay.
And even, I think, traditionally.
Yeah.
That is why they put so much emphasis on a woman. So now, just imagine a builder who does not know how to build.
Yeah.
What kind of building will that be? When I realized that they tell us to build, but they don't give us the knowledge of how to build.
Deborah, to be honest, that statement has hit hard. And I know that a lot of women in this day and age would be quick to say, but again, like you, I've done my part to build the marriage, right? So if I do my part and the gentleman does not do his end,
That's
then
where
be
the
such a
problem
huge
starts.
disconnect.
That from generations, we have been doing that blame game.
The blame game.
Everyone is waiting for the other party to start. My husband is not doing it right. My wife is not doing it right. And you take 20 years in that drama. So not until one party will come out and say, okay, let me take the blame and start the journey.
Regardless of what the other person is doing.
Exactly.
I like that.
Because if you don't come out, you will
like
remain in the same journey
Yes.
for years. And you will be a miserable wife or a miserable husband for till death do you part. So it is not until you come up and take the blame.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, my husband doesn't even have a counselor, doesn't even know where to start from. But since I have known, let me start.
And I'll keep doing regardless of how he responds. Okay, that makes
And
a lot
you start
of sense.
doing your part.
Yeah.
Regardless of what he is doing. And trust me, when you go on doing your part, he comes. He has no options.
Yeah.
He will fall in.
Liz,
Yeah.
your thoughts on what is happening to the marriages today?
Thank you. Like you stated, statistics show that it is the woman who is lost. It is the women who are filing for divorce.
Yeah.
Why? It is women, it is us who are stuck. Men go out there, love themselves, go to the bars, go to the everything.
Yes.
And you find a wife at home in Adela sitting, waiting on a husband to love her. So it is a woman who is stuck.
Looking all sorts of ways.
Exactly, who has lost hope in herself,
Yes.
who is counting everything, every destiny of hers is on the man. And this man is moving his journey. Actually, may I believe that when God comes, he's going to blame the woman because the man is moving, he's doing everything. Those who can, they pay school fees, they buy food, and they go and live life.
Yeah.
And the woman is there waiting, can you take me? He's like, take you where? Don't you have legs? Can't you go and find yourself?
Yes.
Can't you go and find company? And some women will be like, Auntie, he does not accept me. Like, what do you mean he does not? As if you're a child.
Yeah.
He stops someone whom he sees clearly that this person is lost. The moment I allow her to go out, she's not going to come back. So the only option he has is stay home. But to someone who has found her identity and her purpose, and who knows that I am the builder. By the way, the Bible says that we are helpers. You cannot help someone you're not better than.
Yeah.
You must be
at a higher level.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this side, it is the opposite. The women, finances, they are
the ones who need help.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then you find, you're like, how are you going now to help someone who is better than you?
Yeah.
So it goes back to a woman. Find you and add some value to yourself.
Okay.
Trust me, this man is limiting you because he knows you're not fully equipped to go and face the world.
So you're saying that there's a section of women who, when they get married, marriage is in a sense their end goal, and they don't have a greater purpose beyond
Exactly.
the
That is
marriage.
how the public and everyone
Everything
has
has
labeled
taught
it.
us that way. It
Yeah,
has described us that way.
we are confined. Our identity is marriage.
Exactly.
And by the way, there's also
Yes.
another group of women who are determined to go make money, make ends meet, but then forget
Yeah.
also that there are women in their marriage.
So that's the other group of women I was hoping we could talk about, because in this article that speaks to the 80% of women who filed for divorce, a number of them file for divorce, right, because they feel like they are
I don't need this
independent.
man
I don't need a man. I can raise the children by myself. Now, that's a very big problem in this day and age as
You
well.
see, we marry for wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Women, like, we've been brought up in a very corrupt system.
Yeah.
And we go for marriage for different reasons. And the first purpose why anyone would ever get married is for God. Because when you enter
Hold
that
on.
marriage,
You get married for God?
exactly.
Okay, throw more light on that. What does that even mean?
When you have at the back of your mind,
Yes.
when you know I am doing this to meet or to fulfill my
A
father's divine
call.
purpose or call,
Divine purpose.
you will do everything you can to keep it. You will know that money does not determine whether I should be married or not. Just because you have connection and you feel like, okay, now I can leave this marriage. But when you have God, you are married for God. You know, at the end of the day, I'm answerable to God.
Not to the man.
Exactly.
Okay.
You ignore many things, many lights that the devil throws at you
Yes.
to be like, no, for God I can do this.
Yeah.
You weigh them down.
Okay.
The money, yes, you can. You have the property. Yes, it makes you happy. You don't want somebody to be on your neck.
Yes.
But if you know that you're not doing this for you,
Yeah.
or for the money or for the public, but for God, because initially it is God who authored marriage.
Yes.
So he may be God, as in maybe.
Yes.
God has a purpose to leave marriage run the way it is supposed to be run. Now, I think the 80 fall in that category. When they get money, they are switched from that.
Yeah.
They think, now I'm bad day for love. I've been there for love. I did a jimpa. And so I can.
He used to provide, now I can provide for myself.
I've
Yes.
been there for provision and I'm not getting it at its full.
Yeah.
But it is not about love only. It's not about the provision.
So love cannot keep a marriage running.
Actually, what we are even
on a
in
small
is not
percentage.
It is not even marriage.
And
it is
what,
not love.
What love? What, I mean, when you say love, what exactly are we talking about? Is it the oozy-goozy feeling that you
Exactly,
have,
those
or
ones.
is it something deeper?
It's deeper. You know,
Yeah.
when you come to marriage in 14 years, it is no longer those feelings.
They fade?
Seriously.
Yeah.
You've been there, you've seen it all.
Yeah.
Now there's nothing new. 14 years,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're not expecting anything new.
Okay.
So it is no longer love at that level, that feelings
Yeah.
love. It has to be the godly love now.
That sustains the marriage.
Exactly.
Which is what majority of women do not know. That you need a godly
This love
to
that Jesus
sustain.
said, that
Okay.
love is a commandment that is staying. Love one another as you love yourself. That one.
Yeah.
Despite my husband is a drunkard, my husband does this. That love that overrules mistakes. That love that is selfless. At this moment when you see your husband, ngatagaleyo n'abakazi nogamba, oh dear.
Yeah. Oh, and you actually feel sorry for him as
Yeah.
opposed to, yeah. Yes.
That kind of love, not this one. You've been out with so many women. Those childish feelings.
Yeah. And you call those childish.
So
Yeah.
much.
Most women will be like,
We don't know what we're talking
Yeah.
about. But we were once
no, but you
there.
do know what you're talking about. You really
It is
know
a
what
journey we
you're
have walked.
Yes.
It's a journey we have walked.
Yes. Oh, wow. Yeah. Look, again, that article speaks to a lot of things like social media, the comparison culture. Hey, my man is taking me to Dubai. Work to tell. Yeah. That kind of notion, right? That kind of thinking where you believe that a man is supposed to act a certain way and isn't that even valid? That there's certain gender roles
No.
Let me ask this question. Let me finish. Are you going to shoot me? My question is, and there are certain gender roles that we should stick to in society, that a man is meant to do A, B, C, D, and either a woman I'm called to do A, B, C, D. So if that is not met in a marriage, which is the argument that majority of these 80% women have, then really I can't stay in it for 20 years when those gender roles are not being met. And yet I'm doing my part. Lisa's laughed.
Of a tree.
Yes.
Those are fruits.
What are fruits?
The gender roles.
Oh, they're fruits? Mm-hmm. Really?
So
okay.
Imagine a tree that was supposed to be rooted down, grow for, let's say, 5 years, and expect the fruits on the 6 years. Now we want to come and start with the fruits.
Okay, my view is totally different. I thought gender roles are very foundational, that we get into this
No.
covenant.
The roles that we have biblically
Yes.
are totally kind of different from the roles that
the
society is
societal
demanding.
gender roles.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
They are some totally different.
That's a very important distinction you make.
So I think that is why marriage is totally distorted, because the Bible is a very wise word. A wise book full of so much wisdom. So when it says this is the foundation and you move on it and you go to the fruits, you will miss it out.
So where are we getting it wrong in terms of, you've mentioned what the Bible says are the distinct gender roles for men and women, and what we believe men should be now. Where are we getting it wrong? What does the word say versus what we believe right now? Okay, for instance, we believe that a man should always provide. Is that true?
Is it biblical?
Is it? Yeah, that's my question.
You see,
which is why majority will
I want you
divorce.
to imagine a woman who is in a relationship or in a marriage where she's the breadwinner. If we are to take those principles that we are talking about, is that woman supposed to stay married?
Yes.
She's supposed to go out because at the end of the day, she's the one providing. Or they are going to switch. The man is going to become the wife and the woman is going to become the husband just because she provides. So I think those principles that have been set, they have somehow corrupted people's mind.
Yes.
Because the Bible says,
Yeah.
replenish and fill the earth.
Okay.
It is a general command. So I think that is the general instruction that we all
And
have.
by the way, that principle where a man is supposed to work and sweat, it was under curse. It came as a punishment.
Yeah.
It wasn't God's plan initially.
Exactly. It was a curse unto a man, and unto a woman she also received hers. So it is so unfortunate that women or people or society are in a system that is fallen. Yet Christ came.
Our perception is shaped by fallen principles.
Exactly.
So just because the woman is taking care of the family financially in that period,
Exactly.
it doesn't mean that the man is less, so you should break the
Exactly.
marriage, you should divorce.
Or you should disrespect your man
Absolutely.
just because.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that way.
Absolutely. So looking from your personal lives, again, looking into your personal lives, what are those key principles that have enabled you to get to where you are right now? Because you did speak to the fact that you've had your journey. So what are those foundational principles which I believe will help the 80% women now who might be thinking of divorcing, that have enabled you to stay happily married or enabled you to get out of that pit that you referred
So
to?
I think for my case, I had so many expectations in my husband. Right from the beginning, I expected him to do some things for me, to have some things and all that. And these things, when I entered marriage, they drained me. Everything he used to do, I could put it on a weighing scale. I'm like, I expected this, now you bring this. And inside me, I was literally losing interest in him.
In him.
Exactly. Yeah. Not until God was like, but Liz, all these things that you're expecting from him, what if they're the things I expect from you? Me.
And where had you gotten that list of expectations from? Was it from society?
I think culture.
Your personal
Culture. There is a way we've been groomed.
Like you said, your friend will tell you, mine takes me to Dubai. Where does yours take you? So you add it on your list.
And you're like, every man must do this.
You add it on your list of expectations.
So not until I was like, this is about me. When we go to the Father, we will not be like Adam and Eve who said, the woman that you gave me.
Yeah.
You'll be like, when I do something, my husband has done it. When he does it, I have done it. It is one person, me and him are one.
Yeah.
So as long as we execute these things for the glory of our Lord, the better.
Yeah.
We shouldn't blame.
Okay.
And we shouldn't expect things that we've failed ourselves to achieve, but we expect them from our partners.
But how did you get to that place of knowing that you've thought a certain way for years?
Yes.
It's very difficult to know that your thinking is wrong. So how you think, God, it's them with a problem?
First of all, I was at
How
the
did you
edge
get to that place?
of leaving my marriage.
Or were you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt like I'm not getting this. But you know, I am born again. I believe in God.
Yeah.
God will always come at a time you don't expect him to come. And he'll speak sometimes the words that are not so good to you. Mostly compared to the mind that I had.
Yeah.
My husband is supposed to do this and this and this. And God is here telling you, Liz, you can't do that. You are the helper. Can you wake up and find this piece of you that is supposed to help?
Yeah.
We are not supposed to help in spending and going on vacation.
And that's what you wanted.
In advice.
In advice.
You have so much wisdom for someone else that you don't have for yourself.
For yourself.
In fact, we blame them. I gave you that advice and it has taken you where you are.
Yeah.
But this person has gone so far. You, the advisor,
Is done. You're down.
you have
You're not
remained
implementing any
serious.
that advice in your
Yeah,
own
and
life.
how does that logic even work? That I helped you, I built you. Like how? How can you build me when you didn't build yourself?
True.
That is how we go wrong. You cannot say, I'm building someone when you fail to build yourself. It cannot add up. That is why women say, when he got money, he left me. Because you didn't add value to yourself. He had to find someone who has value.
You don't even challenge him. Men love to be challenged, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for yours was dropping the expectations.
And accepting the reality that we are here in this till death. So I better start on this journey.
That's very profound. Acceptance is very key, isn't it?
Yeah. Very
You
much.
accepted what your man could do.
And I also accepted that I'm not going to change this man.
Yeah.
It is only God. By the way, if he wanted, he would have changed him even before.
Yes.
But if he left him, maybe that is the image that he wanted of him. So I might always pinpoint, you're this, you're this, you're this. And that pinpointing, like the Bible says that first look at the speck in your eye before you look at the log in someone. That is what we do, women.
Yeah.
We focus on the logs in our men's eyes and we forget that we also have our own.
Yes.
So I think I had just had to accept and move.
Very profound. Deborah. Hers was
Now for
expectations.
me,
What was
it
yours?
was identity.
Identity. Tell us more about that. Yeah.
Initially, like I told you, when so many things hit me, I lost me. I ended up in an identity crisis.
What do you mean?
I could no longer know what my name even was. Yeah. Like, you know, I do counseling.
Yes.
That wasn't me alone. But to the many women who come, they can't even bathe. They lose it to that level. So I also had lost it. I don't want to know me anymore. I have gotten so much lost.
So what caused, sorry, now I'm being the counselor. So what caused that? Was it that a lot of things were happening that made you think less of yourself? And
Marriage can hit you. Marriage. Oh my goodness. It can hit you all sides.
totisa nawe.
Nedda. Bosobola okukubanga bulijjo z'omutwe bakubayo. I'm telling you. It can hit you until you're like, oh my God, I am losing it now.
Yeah.
And so I had to sit down and I'm like, okay, Deborah, come back to you. Being a born again, the Lord helped me so much. At that moment, I had lost me. I didn't know what I was anymore. That the degree upon me did not mean anything.
Didn't mean a thing.
After all, they put you at home and they even said, don't work. So you you have to remain a property to this man because he paid for you anyway.
Oh.
Hey, that is it. Yakusasula.
Yakusasula.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Even tell you, didn't I come to your home?
You become a property. So I think that is where even these sayings come up, behind a mighty man.
Yes, I'm right.
You know, you have to keep behind a low profile. You keep at home doing all those house chores, coming back in the evening and you're so dirty you didn't even bathe the whole day. Work is too much on your head. I had totally lost
And he has
me.
been seeing other well put together.
Of course.
And he comes to you in your, what did you call it?
Delas.
In your Della.
Della. Yeah.
And you know, and so I had lost myself in so many things. Marriage itself had hit me and so many other things. So in that instance, I had to come back to who I was, surely.
Yeah.
And by the way, she spoke about the way she was lost. You know how we get lost? We left home telling us, when you do this for a man, he will love you. When you do this, he will love. And you find yourself doing everything you were told. And
yes.
the ones you found on social media, the ones you found in seminars, everything, even called what is new.
Yeah.
I want to do it also to please this man. And you do it all, you feel like I'm drained and it is not yielding any results. So that is how you lose your identity. That is how you lose who you are.
Yeah.
In trying to please this person.
So when you say you came to yourself, a lot of us may not understand what that exactly looks like.
To take you a little bit back,
Yeah.
husbands are spiritual things. Likewise. Yeah, likewise.
Yes, spiritual beings, okay.
Women. Okay, beings, things. Okay, sorry. They are spiritual beings. Even when you look at him physically, whether born again or not, the things are spiritual. So there is a wife that this spiritual man looked for. And he was so much lost in the kitchen. He was lost in so many other things. Why? Because society told me when you cook for him,
Yeah.
that is all. When you wash, I'm not saying those things are bad,
Yeah.
but they are not the main things that my husband looked for. Maybe he also didn't know.
Yeah.
But there is this thing that the
He
scripture,
also didn't know.
The scripture that says that what
Absolutely.
God put together, I think they read it for every other couple after their vows. What God put together, no man. There is God putting together,
Yeah.
not cooking
Eh.
and not washing. You see?
Not intimacy,
And not all those other things.
not
So
beauty.
the bottom line,
Yeah.
what can keep you that no man should put asunder is God putting you together. So that is the key.
And therefore his principles keep
There
you.
is a certain thing that he was looking for. You know, look at God as a creator.
Yeah.
He can look at maybe a blue and like when I mix this blue to green, I want a yellow here.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that is it. You mix blue and green and get yellow. I don't.
You'll get the yellow. Okay.
But in his mind, there is something he wants.
Yes.
So when he was adding me to my husband, he had that in mind. There's something he wanted, and I was not giving it. I was so lost in these other things. So what your husband will keep doing is he will keep looking for the blue,
And without knowing.
He doesn't
Because
know.
it's a spiritual yearning.
It is a spiritual unction
Absolutely.
that is pulling him to
Oh, I
look for
love
the
that.
blue.
That's
for
deep.
the blue. For the blue. And you're lost in the black, in the orange. Thinking
Latest dress.
Social media said you turn your color. Social media said you get a big bum. They said if you don't have a nice figure. This man did not look for that. When you go back to the other principle, what God puts together. So I think there are so many things that have diverted us from what God put together.
Yeah.
And we have focused on these other things that God was not looking for initially. But society has told you those are the fundamentals you have to work on.
And yet they are important, but they're not fundamental.
Seriously,
Yes.
that is why newe tubyongeramu tutyo obufumbo obuganya okola. Even if you add in them, emmere tugibobeza paka munaana ogw'ekiro ne batagirya.
Balidde walala.
Adda kuse. and tomorrow you add in.
Yeah.
Cook another meal, you cook it.
You change
It
the
is not
ingredients.
what God wanted. In fact, if it is in medical,
Yeah.
you are not treating the cause.
A disease. You're
Just the symptoms.
Yes.
And spending so much time on the symptoms and not treating the cause of the disease.
Now, Debbie, because that time is, I don't know how the time rushed so fast. So now let's treat the cause. Let's treat the disease. I know we've been touching here and there, but now in these last few minutes, I'd love for you, starting with you, Liz, to share with us, okay, I'm in a marriage, I'm struggling. What do I do? From a foundational base, how can I bring my marriage up and make it stronger?
First of all, I want a woman who is there, who is struggling. I want to tell you that it is not the end. You can still mend that marriage. It can still work.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that you cannot give what you don't hold in there. You give what you have. You want your marriage to be filled with happiness, with joy, with love, yet you personally lack them.
You don't have that joy.
You have been drained.
Oh,
You
I
have
love
been
that.
beaten.
I love that.
So you first go sit, find this peace that you would want in a home, fill them with yourself. Not for the sake of your husband that you want to change him
That's
or
deep.
anything,
Yeah.
but do it for you. Because when you find yourself,
deep.
this marriage will work. Your eyes will not you'll stop focusing on your man. And you know there's a bigger role than a man in marriage.
Because you'll be so filled with the joy that you're looking for in the man.
You're not married just because he comes back every day. You're married whether he's here or he has gone to another woman. You're still married.
Your missus.
Your Mrs. Kayitana, whether he's...
Regardless.
Even when I'm here, he's not here, but does that stop me from being his wife?
Yeah.
So if women can broaden their sights and start filling themselves with love, joy, and to someone who is born again or who knows God, the Bible says that we were created in his image. When you look at yourself, do you see the image of God in you?
Okay.
Or there's some corrupt image that you're holding onto that is not of God?
So that's a very good starting point. Yeah, to what you're saying. Start by rebuilding or awakening to your
Feel
image.
like whatever you'd
true
want in your
identity.
marriage.
Yeah.
Fill it with yourself.
Yeah.
I would want love. I would want joy. I would want happiness.
So I want to know, how do you do
Everything.
that?
First of
You're
all,
deep in the pit. How do you start doing
first
that?
trash out the rubbish that is in you. Because we are filled with so much garbage that is not taking us anywhere. Flush it out and start afresh. Like renew your mind, like the Bible says.
Yes.
Renew your mind. It does not just apply to born again. Anyone can do that.
Yeah.
You can choose to be positive. You can choose to see life where there's no life.
Yeah.
Where everyone else is saying there's no life, you can choose to see life there. Be determined to make this marriage work.
Yeah.
Be determined. And there are things that you are going to do even when we give you counseling, even when you go to all shows about marriage and conferences and all that, it all goes back to you.
Yeah.
It is your task. Go find you.
Go
find the helper that is in you.
Yeah.
I'm sure it cannot fail.
And you can only find you. It's a question. You can only find you by finding God.
Yeah,
Is that accurate?
very much.
Because how else can you find you if you don't
There's
know who
no
your
way.
father is?
You are made in his image.
Yeah.
So how can you find you
He
when you
holds
don't know
this
the
image.
owner of the image?
Exactly. He holds this image.
Yeah.
Go look at yourself and you're like, but where is this lioness that was created in me? This woman who cannot quit, who cannot fail. Well, some of us were like, when you go all that through all that, you feel like I'm giving up. Whatever comes may come.
Yeah.
You feel like I'm giving up. But I want to tell you that don't stop. You have a generation after you. You have kids to raise. You have a society to influence. You have nations to impact.
Yeah.
So it is never late. You start on that journey.
Oh, I love
It is
that.
yours.
I love that. Mrs. Mukisa? Yes.
I would let women stop the blame game. That is for starters.
Powerful. He did this. He didn't.
Why isn't he doing this? I'm also not doing this because he's not doing this. I'm also not giving him this response because so he gave me this response. Stop the blame game. It has to reach that point when one of you, and here we are addressing women, like they said, 80% is us.
We're the ones filing for divorce.
Exactly. We should stop. That means it is us who are having that eye to see the many things
What
that
they are
are
not
not
doing.
adding. So let us
Totally.
stop the blame game and let us start. When you're starting, it will not be easy.
Yeah.
But stay in there.
Stay in there.
Eventually, it will work. Because without families, the world is nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is why the devil is targeting them.
That's perhaps very important for us to remember. Why are families being fought?
Because
Why are they
he
so
knows.
important?
He knows. Without families, this world is no more.
Yeah. There are no churches, there are no institutions, there are no companies, because it all starts from family.
From the family.
Family.
So we are the builders. Let's go back and read the plan of the architect. And let's take the blame.
So what's that verse that says we're the builders? Just to
It is in
erase all.
Proverbs 14. It is Proverbs 14:1.
Read for us.
Every wise woman builds her house, but the foolish one tears it down with her own hands.
So it is upon us to build.
And we don't have a similar verse
Whichever
for men.
family, whichever marriage is
Say
failing,
that?
it
So
is
it's
on a woman.
important. Yeah.
A foolish one tears it down.
Tears it
So it is
down.
on the woman.
If you
on us.
teared it down, you did.
The woman did.
The woman did.
You did.
Yeah.
So let us go back
Yeah.
and read properly the plan. You know, every building has a plan that is certified. Let us look in those Bibles. Read properly.
Yeah.
Leave alone the things like she said, trash them. What social media has told you, what your pastor has told you, just trash them.
Yeah.
Go back to the author and read properly what he planned. Because that is the plan that is going to help you build this marriage.
Yeah.
And don't fear to break.
I love that. Don't fear to break.
For us, we reached moments of you have spent 10 years, but you have to break everything you built in 10 years. And you
Absolutely.
rebuild.
Absolutely.
Trust me, you are the helper. So you are the strong point here that God is counting on, that society is counting on to build these families and make them stand. And we are here to build to last.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are not going to build things that are going to crash tomorrow. No. Because a family is bigger than Mr. and Mrs.
Yes.
It is bigger than that. So it is upon us. If you fail and you have built a small car house, it will end on you. Your children will also fail because you did not create room for them. You built a small car thing.
Yeah.
So every woman on the influence of my voice should go back.
Yeah.
Don't fear to break. Stop the blame game.
Stop the blame game. Absolutely.
Don't wait for your husband.
Yes.
Stop the blame game.
Okay.
Start.
So I'm getting married tomorrow. I've never been married. Yeah. I have all these expectations as we conclude. Apart from what you've told me, what else? What other tool should I have in my kit that will keep me strong, enable me to put aside the blame game, awaken to my identity and my purpose? What else should I know?
I would tell that young
From
girl
your experiences. Yeah.
that first find you before you enter marriage, because it becomes so easy. It will be like maintaining something you've already acquired.
So we hear that a lot. Sorry for cutting you short. And I'm glad you've started with that. That we're told a lot of find you before you get into marriage. What does that even mean?
Find your purpose. Find
Okay,
your
great.
calling.
Yes.
Find your true identity. Who am
True.
I?
Excellent.
Because that is why women
Yeah.
go there and they want to find their identities
define
in
you.
behind their
Marriage will
men.
define you. If you go there when you don't know who you are, it will define you.
And mostly the failures will define you.
Exactly. It will define you. It will tell you you're supposed to be a chef
Yeah.
when you have never cooked. It will tell you're supposed to be a very good housekeeper. When you have a degree on your head of
Engineering.
And
you don't know a
it defines you,
thing.
it will define you.
Yeah.
Sure, if you go there when you don't know who you are, it will define you.
Yes.
So
I
that
love
is why
that.
it is very important for every woman,
Yeah.
girl, child who is planning to enter marriage to really know who they are,
Okay.
to discover their identity, first of all, in God, secondly, in the physical. Because if you discover your identity in these two things, you cannot fail.
So my identity in God is that I'm a child of God. What is my identity in the physical?
That will define the flesh.
Exactly, like I've said,
Yeah.
go there knowing I'm an engineer. You cannot listen me to a chef. Or go there knowing I am a chef. You cannot listen me to a saloonist, you know?
Yeah.
Because everyone in who they are, you are the
They're enough,
highest.
yeah.
Yes.
You enough. You a good chef. Don't accept to be a saloonist or a massage therapist.
But we do that with wisdom, like the
Exactly.
Bible has said.
Yes.
Like before you go there, if you know that you will be very good doing therapy,
Yeah.
but knowing who you are, you don't lose you. Like I told me, I lost me because I went there when I am not set to know who I am really. So when you go there, when you have really understood who you are, it will not define you.
It will not define.
Another thing I would
Yeah.
add on what we've said is, Bible says that my people are lost or are perishing because of lack of knowledge.
Yes.
Now, marriages are perishing because of the lack of knowledge about marriage and the mind of God concerning marriage. Many of us are equipped with the mind of
Social media.
social media, our mothers, our aunties, and guys, all those people. But we've not come to the full knowledge of the mind of God concerning marriage.
Okay.
That is why I was saying we go back to read the plan.
Okay.
I was literally meaning we go back and inquire the mind of God
Yes.
about marriage.
Okay. So we've talked about the spiritual aspect and somewhat about the physical aspect, knowing who you are in the physical. Let's talk about the fleshy aspect in like 2 minutes. That we are a spiritual being living in a physical body. So there's certain things that matter in the physical, such as you have to look nice, you have to look... So is that important? Isn't that
Don't
important?
I look
Don't you
good?
look hot? I want us to conclude with this very important thing, because a lot of women, like you said, because I'm married, I have the man, then you begin looking...
No.
Please speak to those women.
First of all,
Why it's
you
important?
are God's temple.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
I want you
not
to imagine-
supposed to look good for the man.
That's deep.
For who you are.
For who? For you.
You are a child of God. You have to represent him properly.
Yes.
So
I love that.
Don't look good for the right reasons.
Yes.
Look good.
Right. Look
You
good.
are his temple. I can imagine how my father is, how the heavenly environment looks like. And you're here. You don't want to look good. And you
Yeah.
think it is holy.
Yes.
No,
No, it's not holy.
it is not holy.
Yes.
So not for him, I mean your husband,
Or for society, but
or for
for
society,
you.
but for you, for who you are really.
For who you are. Because then you'll stop looking for your sense of beauty.
And validation.
Oh, that's a big one.
Now me, I'm dark-skinned. The reason as to why many are losing their love for the dark is because maybe they think my husband wants the light skin. So you will go for it. But if you really know who you are, fearfully and wonderfully made, you look it.
You feel it.
Seriously.
Then you look it. Yeah, totally. Oh, I've loved this conversation. Now, I'd love for each and every one of you, starting with you, Liz, then we'll close with you, Deborah, to look into your camera and speak to that woman, whatever you feel led to say. Yes.
Woman, you are unlimited. God, nations, your children, your family, everyone is waiting for a great woman out of you. Do not sit on yourself. Do not limit you. There is no one who can limit you but you.
Yes.
Stop blaming everyone and blame yourself. Whatever is not right, it is because of you, not anyone else. So wake up. Dust that shame out of you and move.
Yes.
Yeah.
dust the shame off of you. Very deep. Very deep. Debbie?
Woman, this is not the time to give up on your children, on your godly calling of being a wife or a mother, on everything that is mandated to you. But this is the time to carry on. You can make it. God has equipped you with so much that you cannot fail. You cannot fail. God has trusted you with so much. You cannot let it go now. Society cannot describe you.
Yeah.
Your husband cannot describe you. Some of you have lost it that you cannot even describe yourself. But there is still hope. You can pick it up, pick those broken pieces, and make a valuable vessel out of them.
Wow.
Very deep. Very deep. And I wish we could have this conversation longer. But I'd love to thank you, Liz, and you, Deborah, for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you
Thank
also
you.
for inviting us.
Yeah.
No, we have to have you back because I'm sure there are very many unanswered questions. I think for me, the very key, the very most important takeaway is being aware of your identity, deeply aware of who you are, your purpose, and allowing that to shape your perception and to fill your own cup with joy, with beauty, with...
Because this is how you will be able to give them.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that. I'm very edified. And I hope you've been edified as well. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode of Circle of Life. And have you subscribed? If you haven't, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification button just so you don't miss any deep conversations such as this. And always remember, you are valuable. Pour into your own cup. Know who you are. And you can't know who you are unless you know who your Father is. Do you know God? Do you know Jesus? Right? So thanks again for taking the time to watch this episode. Bye.